This is a 2005 Jeep Liberty diesel, and I'm going to be pulling out the steering rack so I can replace the steering rack bushings. So one way that we can go about getting to these steering rack bushings is to remove the radiator and other things in the front to get access to it, and that way we don't have to try to do it all from underneath. So to do that, we're going to remove the grill header, radiator support, and then ultimately the radiator, the intercoolers, everything, as well as the bumper. Here's your reminder, hit that like and subscribe button. The method I'm going to show you is much easier than what you will see other people doing who drop the differential down to access the bushings. I'm removing everything on the front so I can more clearly show you the process in the video. I will also pressure wash and clean the radiator, intercooler, and front end while it is all out. You don't need to remove all of this if you can remove your fan shroud only. Removing your fan shroud will get you the access needed to get to the steering rack bushings. It is much easier to remove the fan shroud only on a gasoline Liberty than a diesel Liberty. The diesel Liberty is harder to remove the fan shroud, which is another reason I have removed more of the front end. I won't actually fully remove the rack. I will get the rack loose enough that I can replace the bushings. I will leave the hydraulic lines connected, but get the rack nearly ready to remove. If you need to replace a rack, this is a method that will get you most of the way to a removed rack. If you are going to replace your rack, it is possible to remove the rack without dropping the differential down, which generally requires you to remove the inner tie rods to fish the rack out. Now we have our fan shroud out of the way, and you can see the two bolts, this bolt and this bolt, that hold the rack in, and underneath those are the bushings we need to replace. Now, if I go down underneath the vehicle, you can see this bolt and this bolt, well, nut, are what we need to remove in order to get the bolt out. We'll need to disconnect the steering linkage here. As you can see, there is a 13mm bolt that connects the steering linkage. If we undo that, we'll be able to move the rack back fully. The other thing that we did to make this easier is we disconnected our tie rod ends out here to allow us to move it around, as well as we disconnected our steering shaft linkage there, and that gave us enough play to move it up and back. And to make sure that our steering wheel didn't go spinning while we undid this all, because if it spins a lot right now it could ruin a clock spring, we've got the seat belt through the steering wheel to hold it straight. Let's see if I can whack and record and not tap the camera off.
Do you want me to take a picture with my camera down here?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I can't do this like this. I gotta do something else. Alright, I'm gonna put that up. I'll look for... No, I can't film this and do this at the same time. Alright, as you can see, we've managed to pry the rack back. We've got a pry bar in there, and we're prying it backwards. We managed to tap out the old one, and now we've got the new one greased up, and we can install it. And with some grease, it just slides right up into place. So that's one of them done, and now we have to do the driver's side, which is harder to access. Okay, so down there.
Okay. Okay, hit the camera.
Alright, so we're about to try to push in our other new bushing, which has been all lubed up. So we're having to pry back on the rack at the same time that we get up and just push it up. And if we've done this right, we should be able to push it up without having to press it in because it's nicely lubed up.
I need your big bar from up there, or I need you to pry it back just a little.
Alright, so you hear that? It's going to take two people, so I can't hold the camera.
The sun focus. Okay, so there's the new one in on that side, and the new one in on this side. Okay, from underneath.
And this is the top side view of both those installed, including my 2x4 piece I was using to help pry back. So now I just need to push this forward and get our nut and bolt back through, and there it is in place. All right, both bushings have been replaced. Everything's torqued down. And now when we turn the steering wheel, you can see there is just no play, no movement. This thing doesn't scoot back and forth, anything. So this rack bushings are complete and they're in and there's no movement. Everything looks good. So one more job knocked out of the way.